Hey guys, and welcome to our last episode of Speedrun for the year. 2015 has been a massive year for us. It's been full of feature cars. We've been working close with Nulon. Your car's come a long way in the last, well, really 6 months. It's kind of happened, hasn't it?
It has happened, and we've turned your car from a street car into a race car.
Yes, my car's finally doesn't have registration anymore. We've done a lot to it. We captured my car in January at the start of the year, where it was street registered. I hope you guys liked that feature car episode we did. That was the first one to kickstart the year. And then we actually caught up with a friend of mine, Nick, in his K20 Lotus.
That was a mint car.
Yeah, it was
so nice.
So we got up super early. Nick got up super early. We met him halfway in the Central Coast, and we just had really fun. That was the first real, unplanned feature car that we kind of did, and it just kind of happened on the day. It was quite good.
It did. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, except we learned a lot from that video, and we had to start...
Well, it was only our second feature, really.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Second, third video.
We did learn a lot, but where we did the introduction to the car, and when we actually did, the interview with Nick, we picked a side of the old Pacific Highway. And there was, I kid you not, must have been the Tour de France on that weekend. Every single guy on a push bike. And then there was all these guys going past on motorbikes. So we just did what we could, and we had a great time doing it though.
We did. And look, as you said before, we learnt heaps from it.
Learned heaps. And then that afternoon we actually headed all the way to Sydney, and we actually caught up with Dewey and his S15, wide body S15. Now that video has gone off. That's over 20,000 views I think at the moment. So we really appreciate you guys getting behind that and supporting us in what we do.
Thanks guys.
Yeah, we had great fun filming that as well, dead end street, a few burnouts.
Run a marker.
It was a great way to end that afternoon. So in February, Alex actually got a chance to go to Japan, didn't you?
I did, absolutely. Managed to squeeze in a few automotive adventures there.
As you do when in Japan.
Absolutely, you have to do it there, don't you?
So you ended up going to Tsukuba?
I did. But before Scuba, we went to Osaka Automess.
Yes.
Which was a big car show that they hold in Osaka right before the Valentine's Day sort of weekend. I managed to spend some time at Unlimited Works.
Yes.
That was awesome to spend some time with those guys. I probably spent 4 or 5 hours with those lads. It was so good. And we also went to Scuba for a time attack day. It was definitely an experience.
And freezing cold, I remember saying.
It was so cold. I was not expecting it, but I suppose it's that time of the year. Bit of snow.
So what do you think of, time attacking cars in Japan?
Look, I love the Japanese style of time attack. It's very tuner based. It's not the way Australia's going with its time attack, which is very race car. They're still stuck in the tuner car, build it for the shops to sell product to the people.
Yep.
It's just a totally different atmosphere there. I loved it. Had a great day. Saw some Porsches. It was just mint.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to plan a trip next
time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We'll have to plan it around Tokyo Auto Salon though.
I'd love to do that. Yeah. I'd love to do that. I mean, Osaka Automess was really good. It was a real eye-opener, but I'd love to go to Tokyo Auto Salon.
Definitely.
Starting January this year, we had the opportunity to work closely with Nulon. With their 2015 Nulon Nationals.
Yeah, which is very exciting. Nulon Nationals kicked off in 2014.
Yes, first year was 2014.
And we saw the opportunity to head across to Sydney Motorsport Park in January for their first round, which was a Motorcana.
Correct, Motorcana and Show and Shine.
And Show and Shine. Yeah. And look, we had a great time.
That was a lot of fun. They know how to run a good event. So round 2.
Yes, round 2. I was really blown away with how well round 2 actually went. Nulon put on an awesome event. Trent Nolan absolutely blew me away in that.
Round 2 was the Bulladilla Hill Climb.
Was the Bulladilla Hill Climb. Trent Nolan in the Mitsubishi Mirage Evo.
Yeah, Evo 6, dropped in a Mirage. That thing was a weapon.
I tell you what, it amazes so many people.
Oh no.
So many people I hear, comment about the car, and then Trent hops in it and just drives the absolute wheels off it. And it definitely shuts up a lot of you people, that's for sure.
Well done, Trent.
Well done. Round 3 took us to Wakefield Park for a bit of time attack racing.
Yes.
That was really enjoyable as well.
No, it really was.
We're up super duper early.
Yeah.
We did a bit of a time lapse sunrise, so we're up at 5 o'clock that morning.
That was a big day, that one.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we worked hard that day. But no, that event went really well. Quick cars, BYP, we're back out in force. Dusting off those cobwebs of that DC2. Once again, never disappoint.
No.
Loudest car, fastest car. You know, what more can you say? It's a Honda.
Oh, come on, man.
It's
what can you expect from a proper time attack car?
Yeah, definitely. Lightweight. They've got the aero sorted.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a really good event.
Yeah.
Round 4, unfortunately, I'd come down with the flu. We left work.
Which you passed on to me after the event. Right.
We left work at about 4 o'clock that Friday afternoon. Got to Cootamundra at 12 o'clock at night. Hardly any sleep. I don't know where Chris Dorr finds his accommodation, but if
it was an experience.
if you ever have to book accommodation through Chris, I guarantee that you will be disappointed. So Chris, we're never staying there again, but thank you very much for the offer.
The drinks are good though.
The drinks were good. But yeah, round 4 kick-started on the Saturday, and once again, the cars did not disappoint, did they?
There was some awesome cars there.
Yeah.
We were introduced to Ian Porter with his
big
F-truck. That thing was awesome. It was a favourite of mine.
Ian Porter, where towing his F-truck to Cootamundra, gets pulled over by the police. Police say, sorry, your trailer's not registered. That's fine. They put the street tyres on and drove the truck all the way to Cootamundra.
That would be an expensive trip.
Definitely. And then did skids all day, and then just had the most amount of fun we've ever seen anyone have.
That's the way to do it.
Absolutely. That wraps up what we did for Nulon, which was really good.
We had a blast. And I just want to say thanks to Chris for inviting us along to all the events. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
we really hope to work closer with you guys
at Nulon.
Yeah, next year in 2016.
Yeah.
So your car's come a long way.
Yes, 2015's been a pretty good year for me.
It's been massive.
Yeah, it has been. We had the goal of stripping a lot of weight out of it, haven't we?
Yes.
So from factory, the car weighs 1165 kilos.
Something like that. Yeah.
So we put the dash out, we rewired a heap of stuff, we removed some seats.
Sound deadening.
Removed sound deadening.
Speakers. Yeah.
The whole lot. What's left is a race seat, a steering wheel, a shell of a dash.
Yeah, we've gutted everything from underneath.
Yeah, and pretty much the outer shell. So we actually got the car down to 1023 in full race trim. That's with the splitter, the wing, or the aero.
It's just minus driver.
Minus driver. Yeah. Yes, I'm not that light, but. Yeah, look, it's been a good year. That's another thing we did. We did a bit of aerodynamics. Yeah. Last year when we took the car to Sydney Motorsport Park, it was
really a street car when we took it there.
It was, and coming down the main straight off Sydney Motorsport Park, you know, the car's moving a little bit side to side. So our main goal wasn't downforce; it was more stability.
Yeah.
Previously, we've spoken about doing like a drag style, NASCAR style wing. It literally came down to budget, time, and design.
Yeah.
And those three things were a big factor. So I ended up going with the next best thing, which was a Ings 1450mm wing.
Yeah.
So it's to suit the DC5 chassis. And
we didn't want to go too big because we didn't want to introduce too much drag. It's only naturally aspirated car. The goals for this car is it's lightweight, naturally aspirated, and slippery. We don't want enormous amounts of drag on the car.
Yeah. So to accompany the rear end, we designed a front splitter. That was good fun.
This is a learning experience.
It was a learning experience. So this is version 1, let's put it that way. That's on the car. We need to do a bit more testing, and there's a few tweaks I need to do to get it absolutely perfect. version 2 hopefully will be made out of aluminium or something that's a little bit lighter. This is just plywood at the moment. We really need to brace the front end as well. But I think
we have braced it. We just need a bit more bracing.
We need a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it worked quite well. I could definitely notice a difference around Sydney Motorsport Park. It looks half decent as well.
Yeah,
I guess you would say.
It doesn't fly off.
So it doesn't fly off. That's a bonus when you're 200 plus down,
Integra's not that fast.
When you're 200 plus down Sydney Motorsport Park.
You've gotten rid of your street exhaust as well.
Yes. One of the additions to our aero package, so to speak, was we trimmed the rear bar a couple of inches.
About 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah. Just
Most
to get
of the bar.
just to get that rear lip and rear bar up a little bit, get the air that's flowing under the chassis out and not ballooning or parachuting behind it. That made my exhaust sit ridiculously low and look really ugly. So that exhaust went out,
but that wasn't the only reason that one went out. It was a street exhaust.
Okay, it was a street exhaust.
It was spoon?
It was a spoon and one, so we're talking, I think it's about 2.5 inch. So we've scrapped that, sold it. We went with a 3-inch straight pipe, loud noises, just to annoy the neighbours and, make me deaf. Now, one of the biggest events of 2015 was actually getting your car back, out there.
Yeah, it's been a long road.
It hasn't it?
It's been a long road to get where it was. So, what was it, September that we took the car? We moved the car to Arise Auto Body around September. I think it was about 6 weeks before World Time Attack.
Yep.
At the time, the car was a rolling shell. There was nothing on it. Everything was off it. Took it to Arise, and within 5-6 weeks, those guys turned out a show car, basically.
Absolutely.
I'm ecstatic with how it's turned out.
Yeah.
I supplied them all the parts, they put it all together, painted it inside and out, and it snapped necks at World Time Attack. And it wasn't even finished. There's no engine in it, and people...
There was an engine, but...
there's no intercooler, nothing's hooked up.
It was still a rolling shell. It came a rolling shell, left a rolling shell, but just a pretty rolling shell.
Yeah, it looks good.
But I was really amazed with how quickly they worked. I mean, your goal for 2015 was World Time Attack.
It was.
To at least put the car on show.
At least.
And for them to turn it around in 5 weeks was it blew me away. Every single weekend, Alex and I would make the trip to Sydney just to check on the boys, check on the car, see how it's going. And I was blown away every time with how much they've done.
I know, it was unbelievable. There's big things to come in 2016, obviously. We've still got to finish off the rest of the car, all the plumbing, get the car started.
Yep.
Fuel system, electricals, still all got to happen.
There's heaps to do, and it just wasn't going to happen before the end of this year, unfortunately. But big plans for 2016. Obviously, we're going to capture it all. It'll all be episodes.
Yeah.
It'll all be a load of fun. Can't wait till the car is started on the dyno, blowing flames.
It's going to be sick.
It's going to be really good.
And awesome.
Unlike mine, his is still street registered, so... For how long, that is the question, but I can't wait to go for the first try.
Watch out for the video that we do make about our street-driven adventures in a World Time Attack vehicle. Look, we just want to thank each and every one of our supporters. Everyone that's watched a video, liked a video, commented, shared our page, contributed.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex and I do take the time to read all the comments, and, with that S15 video going so widespread as it did, we have been writing back to all the comments on YouTube.
As much as we can. There's been heaps.
As much as we can. And everyone that approached us at World Time Attack, that was a huge thing for us. We're both very humble. And
that was something special to me.
Yeah, the amount of support that we got from everyone that said they've been following us. Wow, you actually got the Evo here.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, just all the nice things that everyone's been saying. It really does mean a lot to us. We're two dudes doing a couple of videos. It's nothing special at the end of the day, but for you guys to be noticing what we're doing actually does...
It means a lot.
Yeah. And it makes us do more videos, so keep it up.
Yeah, absolutely. We're glad you enjoy it.
Yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up for 2015. Hope everyone has a safe and happy New Year's.
Absolutely. Hope you all had a good Christmas too.
Yes, definitely. And we will see you guys shortly in 2016 with some exciting stuff.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Thanks, guys.